Now to a follow-up to a WESH 2 Investigates exclusive. Tomorrow, a man convicted of murder, even though he didn't pull the trigger, will be in court fighting for his freedom.
He's been in prison for 25 years after a young police officer who is now the Orange County Sheriff shot and killed a teen during an armed robbery. WESH 2 Investigates' Greg Fox is talking exclusively with the inmate's family and attorney and details this decades-old case.
Hopefully we can, or they can shed some light on what actually happened that night.
Jasmine, John, and Jemiah Jackson talked with us about the father they've only known during rare visits behind bars nearly their entire lives. John Jackson took a plea deal in an armed robbery that ended in the fatal police shooting of his 17-year-old nephew, Joseph Dungy.
I had nothing to do with this robbery. There's a different side to this story, and that side hasn't been told.
Part of that story includes Orange County Sheriff John Mina, back when he was an Orlando police sergeant. He was working off-duty at the Ale House on Kirkman Road in December 1999, when he says he saw two men in ski masks and all dark clothing with guns and shot Dungy to protect himself, workers, and patrons. A then 20-year-old Jackson says he played no part in the robbery and when he heard shots, turned to run and was wounded by Mina. He was granted an evidentiary hearing based on new claims by two women who say they were with Jackson in the restaurant just minutes before the shooting, and he was wearing khakis and a light-colored shirt, no black clothing as Mina described.
And at this point, with these witnesses, there's actual enough facts and enough evidence, along with what has been brought forth now, and that the truth will be told and the justice will be served.
Jackson's family is counting on the new testimony to win him a new trial.
If it's just, oh, he said, she said, and there's no clear-cut evidence, then you're literally just locking up an innocent person.
I've been praying for years, but yes, walking in, I'm gonna, have my fingers crossed, just praying and, hope.
I talked with Jackson's attorney about the importance of the testimony these witnesses will provide here at the courthouse. He says they're credible. He also says had the state known what they are about to share in court 25 years ago, Jackson might not have taken a plea that sent him to prison.
If he was wearing the clothing that they say he was wearing, he could not have committed this crime. Because one thing everybody agrees on was that the perpetrators were wearing dark clothing.
The case file shows Mina was fully exonerated in the shooting, and the state attorney wrote, Mina performed heroically. For WESH 2 Investigates, Greg Fox, WESH 2 News.
And Greg will be in the courtroom when Jackson's hearing begins tomorrow morning. Since Sheriff Mina may be called to testify, he declined comment for this report. Charges against another man charged in that armed robbery were dropped, so WESH 2 is not identifying him, and he did not return our messages.